Thank you very much, Vilhjálmur. I think we'll move to the discussion right away now. And of course, if there are one or two questions for Vilhjálmur specifically, you're welcome to ask them also. So, questions or remarks? Yes, please.
I'm Helle Seasted. I'm from Greenland Institute of Natural Resources. I have one question and one remark. I wonder if you have been getting through any kind of speculation of how you make some kind of focus. Because we have, in 2001, we actually made a huge program, research program called EcoGreen. It is supposed to cover everything in the,
I'm not able to hear. Could you have a microphone a little closer?
You can't hear what I'm saying? Now
No.
again, yeah. In 2001, we had a very large workshop in Greenland on a program, research program we call EcoGreen. We still are working out of EcoGreen, and we really enjoy having this umbrella. It is supposed to cover everything. We soon realize that we have to focus somehow because it's not possible at all to have all this, what you have right now. So my question is, I guess, what is your thoughts and how will you focus? Because I have one idea. We are still talking about fishery and ocean that connect us all in the North Atlantic. And this could be a basis for cooperation. We will still be small.
We've been thinking about it. Also, one of the things is that besides being, we're actually a society on islands in an ocean. So having a vision of green technologies on an island could also be part of that. But looking at what's going on everywhere else in the world, everyone want to be known about that. So that would not create the center that everybody need to look at. So what I see is that the main focus being, but what's making Faroe Islands relevant would be this resource management, fishery, energy, or CO2 reduction in sustainable utilization of ocean resources. But I do not say that other things should not be included, should not be done. But that is for saying what should be our focus, what is the reasoning why things should happen here. That should be the ocean.
Okay. Thank you. Hjalte Jakobstad.
Yeah. My name is Hjalte Jakobstad. I'm from the Fisheries Laboratory. First of all, I'm not very good in quotes, but one is, I think I might recall, is you aim for the stars, you might hit the moon. So this is something we should look at, probably. What I'm looking forward to is, in addition to this visionary PowerPoint show, is a catalog of what we have to offer on the Faroe Islands in more precise terms, because in going out to find funding, you need to offer them something. And I can from here say that the Fisheries Laboratory is offering our data sets to this project. And I'm aware of another set of data which is very important. I'm not offering, but I'm pointing to it. That is the beta files, which is a very good data set which should be utilized and could be of very great interest. So I'm looking forward to the catalog, and then we could see further on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hjalte. I think you're right. Well, first of all, I think it's also necessary to stress that we are in the initial phases or stages of the idea. We have launched the idea now, and we are now beginning to narrow the idea to see, okay, how could this be formed? Deliberately for this conference, I think Vilhjálmur has done this feasibility study, but has not come so far that he has come up with a catalog or saying exactly what should this institute focus on. I think that is something that should also be a topic for further discussion among those parties that also will be closely linked to the Institute. But definitely here in the Faroe Islands, we need to, of course, to make or to clarify what are our contributions, because we have some contributions, as yourself mentioned there. Other remarks or questions? Yes, please, Peter Heinz.
The example of Eunice and Svalbard was very, very interesting, and it's one we have. Some of our faculty in Seattle are giving lectures there and going back and forth, and that's part of our pipeline as well. But Eunice seems to have, it's a unique outpost with a view on the Arctic, and it seems to excite young people extremely strongly. Every student I've talked to who spent time at Eunice wants to go back. They love the place, and it seems to me I believe you can say the same about the Faroes, but I'd like to hear someone say it. I mean, I could give my tourist view of what is unique about this environment and why students would be extremely excited to come here, but I'd actually like to hear some other people say that.
So, do we have anybody in the audience that would like to say that? Apart from Peter Heinz. That was not necessarily a question to answer. William, may I ask, when you conducted your study, apart from saying that people you have been in contact with, that they were interested, which might be a polite thing to do when you ask them whether they would be, but have you been in contact with concrete universities in this transatlantic area that have explicitly said, and also in concrete cases, how this interest could materialize?
If they have
you been in contact with concrete universities or research institutions, and when they have said explicitly how or which project would they like to collaborate on?
No. What I've been interested in is there a model that could be used so that we are not competing with other places, but saying we are collaboration in a collaboration network, but an establishment, an organizational structure that's possible, so that we can integrate all of the resources we do have here. For the one thing, and second thing is, do we have any lighthouse, anything that said there should be, things should definitely, some foreign funders coming in, things should definitely be placed on Faroes. And I found both of those. And the people who have come here to the conference, the interest of coming here, show that, well, if we have interesting place, working environment here, they would come. So that part of it. But basically, what I found is we need to have a Faroese commitment saying that we want to do this. And that is what is needed. Then the other thing can follow.